Welcome back to Movie Rewind. Today we'll be looking back at the movie Kandahar. Do take care because there are spoilers ahead. The movie opens in the Iranian city of Qam. We are introduced to Tom Harris, a CIA operative, as well as his partner Oliver. They appear to work as mechanics for a Belgian internet service provider, so they enter a nuclear reactor plant to install a chip. This chip will give the CIA access to the plant. The Iranian guards get suspicious of Tom and demand that he show them what he has just done. He shows them a football game on his phone, which serves as proof that the fast internet connection has been restored. Tom and Oliver are allowed to leave, but an Iranian force tails them on the road. Oliver is worried, but Tom assures him that their cover is tight. In the meantime, the CIA officials can now see the nuclear reactor plant where some Iranian scientists are secretly developing atomic bombs. Tom and Oliver finally reach their safe house. Tom goes to the rooftop with his binoculars. He seems to be waiting to see something, but then he gets a call from his wife. She reminds him that he has to be home for the graduation of their daughter Ida. He tries to explain that his job is important and that it can sometimes dictate how he moves. It is clear that his obligations as a CIA agent have put a strain on his relationship with his family. Before his wife hangs up, she reminds him to sign their divorce papers. Shortly after that, the CIA blows up the reactor, which destroys the entire nuclear reactor plant and its surrounding areas. Tom sees this and confirms that the mission was successful. In the meantime, the Iranian authorities have been keeping tabs on a British journalist named Luna. She is working in Iran and has discovered that the CIA always tries to sabotage the Iranian nuclear project. The Iranian government wants that information, so they send a team led by an army criminal named Asadi to kidnap Luna. Back to Tom, we see him leaving for the airport. He bids Oliver goodbye and tells him to burn everything before leaving the apartment. The Iranian team abducts Luna and successfully transports her to an unknown location. There, Asadi threatens the life of Luna's daughter just so that she will reveal the details of the bomb plan. Luna gives in to their demands, and as a result, the Iranian government becomes aware of the CIA assets, Tom and Oliver. First, Asadi finds Oliver and kills him before heading out to find Tom. Meanwhile, Tom was at the Dubai airport when he received a text message from his coordinator Roman. He goes to meet Roman and is assigned a new task similar to the one he just completed in Qam. Tom turns down the assignment and explains that he has to be with his family. Roman will not take no for an answer and explains that it is only a 3-day job, so he can be back home in time for his daughter's graduation ceremony. He also pulls out a large sum of money and convinces him that it would be enough to support Ida through medical school. Seeing this, Tom accepts the job but insists that he needs an Afghan translator. Later, Tom heads out to meet up with the translator, Mo Mohammed Doud. On the way, he is briefed on the assignment. Tom's mission is to destroy Iran's whole nuclear program along the Afghan border. He finally meets up with Mo at a remote location. Mo hands him some new clothes and the two make their way to Herat. Meanwhile, the global news media is spreading the pictures of Tom and Oliver as the CIA operatives responsible for the destruction of the nuclear facility. Now that their cover is blown, it means that the current mission in Herat is compromised. Roman warns Tom that the Iranians got to Oliver and are now coming after him. Roman then video calls his superiors and comes up with a plan to rescue Tom and Mo out of Afghanistan. According to the plan, Tom would have to travel over 400 miles from his current location to a city called Kandahar. The distance is not the major problem of this plan, as many groups would try to get Tom along the way. With the Taliban, the Pakistanis, Indians, Russians, Chinese, and even ISIS all after Tom, it will be a very long ride. Meanwhile, Tom is preparing to leave the safe house when Mo comes in. Tom informs him that their cover has been blown, so they must flee to an evacuation point in Kandahar. General Asadi arrives in Herat and instructs an operative called Nazir to get Tom. Understanding that he had to get to Kandahar so he could be evacuated from Afghanistan on a British aircraft, Tom gets an SUV and begins to travel through the city. Nazir then sets out on a bike to capture Tom. To add to this, several other Taliban factions were also vying for Tom's capture. To secure their trail, Tom and Mo travel to a crowded city where they exchange their vehicle for a truck. Meanwhile, Nazir notices some Iranians on the scene looking for Tom. He manages to eliminate the majority of them with a single bomb on their car. While Nazir continues on his mission, Tom uses his driving skills to evade the chaos of explosions, gunfire, and other relentless attacks on the road. The CIA keeps track of their progress on the road via satellite and high-altitude drones. As they leave Herat, Tom changes course and plans to meet up with one of their old allies, a Tajik warlord called Ismail. He informs Roman of this move via a text. While on the deserted terrain, they get a flat tire. When they stop changing it, Mo asks Tom what is happening. He wonders why he was brought on as a translator for such a high-risk assignment. Tom does not respond to this, so he takes his suitcase and turns to leave. Tom eventually tells him the truth about the operation and informs him that the Iranians are on their track. They get back on the road, but by nightfall they find themselves confronted by Asadi's chopper. He attacks the truck and they have to abandon it. There is a shootout, but it comes to an end when Tom throws a bomb in front of the chopper. This attack brings it down and kills them all, including Asadi. After this, Tom and Mo talk for a while. They share their thoughts with each other and even talk about their families. The next morning, Tom and Mo meet up with Ismail. He greets them and offers them a delicious meal. At some point, Mo finds out that Ismail does business with the Taliban and gets enraged because they are responsible for his son's death. Ismail gets angry, but Tom interferes and settles both parties. Tom apologizes to Mo and asserts that he had no idea that Ismail was the one who had killed his elder son. He forgives Tom, but informs him that the Taliban have killed thousands of innocent people. One of Ismail's men finally brings a truck to them. They use the truck to leave Ismail's camp. Unknown to them, Ismail betrays them and notifies the Taliban of their whereabouts. The Taliban then ambush them on the road and subsequently imprison them in their base. The CIA now loses communication with Tom. Thankfully, Roman had joined the Afghan Special Forces and launched an attack on the Taliban base where Tom and Mo were held. The team uses a rocket launcher while Roman goes inside to save Tom and Mo. Nazir arrives there and begins to track Roman's truck. Roman jumps out of the truck after instructing Tom and Mo to continue heading to the base without him. He faces the other truck bravely, but Nazir kills him and continued following Tom on his bike. Eventually, Nazir and his Taliban allies surround Tom from the south and east. They also send a bomb that destroys Tom's truck. Nazir then orders his Taliban allies to stop and comes down to capture Tom himself. Tom comes out of his destroyed truck and engages in a face-to-face battle with him. Tom shoots Nazir in the neck and goes back to meet Mo. Realizing that they are surrounded by enemies, Tom and Mo prepare themselves for their fate by holding each other and saying their final goodbyes. In time, the CIA chief ordered a bomb on the Taliban vehicles. This saves Tom and Mo. Later, some Brits arrive to rescue and transport them to the airstrip. As they board the plane, Tom and Mo remember Oliver and Roman's faces. The movie ends with both Tom and Mo returning to the United States. Tom hugs his daughter and is relieved to have made it back in time for her graduation ceremony, while Mo reunites with his wife and younger son. Hope you enjoyed it. Do leave a comment telling us your favorite part of the movie. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next recap. Until next time, folks, take care and goodbye.